Hello, in today's video I'm going to explain you how for and for each loop works, and as you can see here I have already created tutorial empty game object. I have attached script tutorial 6 and the script is empty. So now let's get to the coding. As you can see here, this is empty script. So first let's remove update, we'll not need this one, and let's create function public void test for loop. Okay, and first I will write a for loop for you, so I will explain in a second how it looks. Int I equal to 0, then I less equal to 5, for example, and then I plus plus. Okay, and what will happen inside this loop? So we'll do loops. This is the amount of the loops we want to make. Here we have the value we declare. This is the value we start counting from 0. And here in every loop we increase this I value by 1. So it will be, so we start from 0. We make first loop, we add 1 value to I, and then we will be 1. Then we check the condition. If it's not match, then we will increase this I1 once again, which is already 1, and then we'll add plus 1, so it will be 2, and it will be looping until it reaches our condition here. Okay, so to explain you how it works, let's write debug log and I here. Okay, so now we will have our logs written every single loop. What is important here, take a look in this condition, and now let's start the loop. So let's press play, and when I will press play, sorry, I didn't put start function, it's in the start function. Let's call our function test for loop here, press save, and now when we will press play, our function will be executed. Okay, so as you can see here, we started from 0, 1 is added, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see here, what is important, because we start from 0, so we execute function at position 0 also. So that means when you will write condition like that, you will execute this function 6 times, not 5 times, but 6 times. So if you would like it to be executed only 5 times, you would have to make it I less than 5, or start counting from I equal to 0, I equal to 1. Okay, so let's press Ctrl save, and let's execute it once again. So now it will be executed 5 times. It's a common mistake for that function. Okay, and for the conditions here, you can use, as always, is greater, is less, is equal, is less or equal, and it's greater or equal. Okay, this is the most common conditions used here. Okay, and the second loop I want to explain for you is for each loop. Okay, so let's write, where's my, let's write for each loop. So test public void test for loop. Okay, so now what we'll test, for each loop, and it's very similar to for loop, it works almost the same, but it's commonly used for going or searching through list and through table. So for that one we need to declare the table. I haven't yet explained this course table, so I will just quickly define the table, and I will explain it in the next episode. So just I need it for explanation for each loop. So just quickly, think of the table as the container with some positions. So let's declare container with the names, so it will be declared like that. This is the table declaration, and let's write weapon names here. Okay, so to declare that, I will explain more about the tables in the next episodes, but for now just please follow me. Word X. Let's declare some names for the weapons. Let's write dagger, and let's maybe write bow. Okay, so now when we have weapon names, this is our table, this is our container with the weapons name. So now we can write for each loop, which we for each loop which will search through all the positions in the loop. So we want to look for the string. This is our declared value, so we can upon name, this is what we're declaring here inside for each loop, the variable. So this is our table name is weapon names, so this is like new variable declared here, and let's write in weapon names. So what it means here, for every name, for every string in table of strings, so in this one, in the table of strings, do some action. So for example, let's write debug that log, and let's write weapon weapon name. So here we'll just write in our console weapon name. Okay, so now if we go here and I need to call that script, so let's turn off test loop, and let's use test for each loop here. Okay, control save, and if we press play, now you will see what's happened. So it has gone through all the table, so we don't need to declare any end or stops or anything like that. That for each loop will be searching through our table. So it's on each positions from the table in each step in the loop is written here, and that name is shown by debug log weapon name. Why this for each is useful? For example, if you would like to look for something specific, as you remember from previous episodes, we have something like if conditions which we can use during our coding. So if we would like, for example, write bow here, that means we are searching through every weapon in our weapon names, and now if we will find our weapon, so action will be only made on the specific weapon we are searching for. So this is very useful. And here you can write like do your action here. So if you will be using this, you will, for example, want to equip or sell the weapon or anything, depends on how you want to use this function. But what will happen now, I will show you. So if I will press play now, we will go here, and now all your action will be executed, but only once and only for that specific condition which you have found. So it means that you will do only action for the bow. Okay? I hope it was clear. If something is unclear, please write that in the comments, I will explain. And it's the end of today's video, and if you like the video, please don't forget to put the thumb up and to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day. Bye.